Okay.
Alrighty.
So, episode 6, Memories.
All right. Flatulence. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, pause it real quick. The originally, and I think this may be why What We Cannot See had as many views as it got. I put this little title, the subtitle at the beginning, A Bionicle War, What We Cannot See. And I think people probably searched up Bionicle War on YouTube and then found this series. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I eventually removed it because none of the other seasons I put A Bionicle War in front of. Because it really was also about the minifigs too. But so some of the subtitles in some of these episodes will say Bionicle War. That's because there originally was a Bionicle War title in there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. No, I think you've told me, though.
Also, pause right here. Bionicle fans will know this thing that Antros is holding is actually the main body of a Barog twin. You may not know what that is, but Bionicle fans will know what a Barog twin is. Again, I put very minimal effort into this series at the time. I want to break all illusions people have about this series. I did not put a great deal of effort into this. Okay. But I love this series dearly, and it's very important to me. Continue.
Yeah, no, and I should probably add that I have nothing against anybody who watches this or like.
Correct. No. That earlier comment I made. That was not a jab at Alex, and that was not a jab at fans. I just want to be fully clear. I'm just speaking about this from the heart. I want this to be fully transparent. And if you enjoy this series, I'm thrilled. And I have nothing against you at all, truly.
Yeah.
I just want that to be made completely known. And this is just a funny, frank conversation about the making of the original series.
And part of this is to get back at Will for torturing me.
Yeah, for tormenting you for years.
Yeah.
How long have I been tormenting you?
God, how do I know?
Since the junior year of high school?
Yeah.
What's that? That was 2011?
Yeah.
2011? Like 5 years. 5
least.
years of torment.
Yeah, at least.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I accept.
Excellent work, Antros. We're almost there. Fort Icarax is going to soon become a completely outfitted bionicle fortress. Where do you want this turret? Gabba. Just drop it down anywhere, I don't care. We'll set it up later. Who? Good. You know, I'm not your slave. You could help too. I am helping. Bossing you around is what I do best.
You bitch!
Yeah, smack her. Like,
You're not yourself. What the hell is going on? You better tell me, Gavla.
both of these guys are really pussy whipped right now. Like you
What's
said.
that?
Both of these guys are really pussy whipped. Like you said.
Totally! Oh, totally!
That's
I mean, at 14 years old, I knew it was going on.
One more thing for me to slave away at. Shut up and do it. I have an idea. The minifig military base is still intact. There could be some good spies in there we could use for ourselves. Go scout it out. I'm gonna start outfitting the rest of the walls as time goes. Fine.
Wait.
Just better
What's up?
I'm gonna. She said something about using the walls with bionicle parts.
Okay, what she wants to do is she wants to take down the old minifig parts, like the Lego parts, and she wants to turn the outer walls into bionicle parts. So she wants to transform the outer walls into bionicle parts.
Like, isn't that kind of like cannibalism though? Like,
I suppose. I mean, they have their own set of architecture.
Okay.
Like, if you go back, and I won't go back because
Okay.
we've already made it this far.
Yeah.
But some of the walls of that fortress were made of bionicle parts.
okay.
So I guess like the idea is the bionicle race in What We Cannot See has its own architecture, and the minifig race in What We
Okay.
Cannot See has its own architecture, and their architecture is distinct, and you can tell.
Okay.
Really, I think this series, even though it has no relation to the Bionicle universe, it is kind of meant for Bionicle fans to watch.
Right.
Like, because
Yeah.
they'll be able to identify, oh, that's a Bionicle part, as
Yeah.
opposed to a minifig part,
Right.
or a Lego part rather. But no, I guess that's the way to rationalize it.
Okay,
Yeah.
because from what I was gathering, like it sounded like they were gonna make it out of like body parts, like
I got your arm. It's now a part of the wall.
like,
But,
like Great Wall of China, like
I mean,
you know,
God-
dead bodies in the.
God knows she probably did it. I guess, you know, when I put down that subtitle of A Bionicle War, yes. So, just a personal note. When I was about 4 years old, my older half sister, I should say, she gave me her collection of Lego parts, and it was kind of incomplete. But she gave it to me in a nice, like, yellow box. I remember it very distinctly. It didn't have any Bionicles back then because she never grew up around Bionicles. But I remember getting into Bionicles very quickly after receiving that initial small box of Lego parts. And I think in the end I was a little bit more... I love minifigs, and I love minifig fan culture, and I love minifig customization. But at the end of the day, I was always... My deference was towards the Bionicle culture. I always was more of a Bionicle fan than a minifig fan. And so that's why I called this A Bionicle War, even though minifigs are also a part of it. And so... I don't know why the fuck I went off on that tangent. Just play the fucking episode.
No, well, I do have a question.
Yeah.
You said that she didn't have Bionicle parts in it. You said you were 4 at the time?
I was about 4 years old when my oldest sister...
How old is Bionicle?
Bionicle began in 2001.
2001.
And it
So-
ended around 2010, I believe. So
then-
it's roughly a decade old. But my older sister gave me... So I was born in 1993.
Yeah.
So it
So-
was 1997 when
When
roughly.
you got the
Yeah.
So then wouldn't that mean Bionicle didn't exist yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then you kind of contradicted yourself there.
I shouldn't have, right? I said I didn't get any Bionicle parts from my older sister.
Yeah, no, you did, and then you said because she wasn't into like Bionicle or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because-
Well, she wasn't into Bionicle because Bionicle did not exist.
Yeah, that's what that was what was.
If you people cannot tell, I am in a bit of a stupor. But that's essentially why. She was in the process of meeting my older brother-in-law at the time, and I guess she was just looking to declutter her house, and she was like, "Oh, here's my 4-year-old half-brother. Here's some Legos." And I was like, "Oh, these are the coolest things on earth."
Yeah.
But there were no Bionicles.
Right.
The very first Bionicle set I bought for Bionicle fans who care was the Toa Mata Tahu set. You do not know what that is.
No, I do not.
But Bionicle fans do. Toa Mata Tahu. That was my first set. And I built it during a ballerina lesson with my younger sister.
Interesting.
Yes, I remember these things. They were important in my life.
No, to me it's all like a Hawaiian name kind of thing.
Hawaiian?
Yeah, like Hawaiian.
Tahu.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting point. Bionicle fans probably know this. Most of the Maori language was, or most of the Bionicle names for the first few generations of the first few years of Bionicle were names that were borrowed from the Maori language. Maori tribes eventually sued Lego as a result of this.
Yeah.
They were angry about it, and then Lego started turning the names into their own original names. But the very first Bionicle character names were based off of Maori names. Like the name Tahu is the Maori name for fire, and Tahu was the Toa of fire. I think that's right. If I'm wrong, please correct me, people. But yes, there was a big lawsuit about that, and Lego lost, as they should have. But yeah, when I went to visit Enika Lord in New Zealand, there is a street not too far from where he lives that's called Oniwa Street. Oniwa is a Bionicle character name.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
It's funny.
Right.
He likes Bionicle too, so
Totally, yeah. I am slurring my speech left and right. I gotta tone it down, but
Yeah.
please continue.
Last command. I don't make promises I cannot keep.
Bitch!
You, Gavla.
Fuck you. Netflix.
God, fine. What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, Mom.
Jesus.
Yeah, basically. I mean, in the defense of this series, this is kind of the point in this series where all the characters are figuring out that she's screwing them.
Yeah.
There's a note here.
A note.
What does it say? Let's see. What is this?
Focus.
Hank's project.
Pause it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mike mentioned the Hanks project
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Okay.
I think Antroz's original name was
Jim
Hank,
Hanks.
right, yeah.
Right, correct.
Yeah,
But
so, Jim
yeah.
Hanks, yeah.
Where have I heard that before? What are you doing? Stop talking and get back to work.
She can see him.
So familiar. What is that? It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Oh, no, I can't remember it. Andros, what's going on?
Not on the carpet.
oh God! Hey, this is an emotional scene.
It is, I'm sure.
That's Mike.
Oh, okay.
Get on the table, Jim Hanks. Let me go. Let me go now! Excellent job, guards. Now, Professor, do you have the serum? Yes, it is right here.
I don't know what accent that is.
Yeah.
Not only will it give the subject permanent mutation, but
Sounds kind of like
the second
German,
he is
British,
mutated,
Russian.
he will have a sudden strike of amnesia and will forget everything that has happened to him.
Excellent.
Didn't work very well now.
Now,
What?
It didn't work very well.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, no, I won't go through it,
Andros, what the fuck is going on?
Some of the cussing was poorly timed.
Yeah.
Shall I put in the serum? No, not yet. Let's let our subject say any last words he might have before he's turned into a biomarker.
Pause.
Yes.
For those who watched season 3 of What We Cannot See, there is a segment where Icarax approaches Mike in season 3, and Mike confesses that he was part of the Hanks Project to Mike. Mike confesses that he was part of the Hanks Project to Icarax, and basically the problem is with that is that I did not make note of the fact that the audience knew that Mike was part of the Hanks Project from the very first season of What We Cannot See. That was just like a sticky note that fell off my wall, to borrow Zero Punctuation's term. But effectively, it is very clear that Mike was involved in the Hanks Project, and Mike was the one overseeing the Hanks Project from very early on. But Icarax, in Season 3, he was like, "What? How could you have not told me this?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable!" No, it was actually known from the beginning of Season 1. I just
right.
didn't remember it, so yeah. That's that.
Good idea. Now, Mr. Hanks, any last words before your future is changed forever? He's quiet. Bit of a
I was
rebel,
expecting
eh?
him to curse.
Par for the course at this point.
Yeah, right.
Does our criminal not want to say anything else? You're all bastards, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Just put me in a jail.
His crime against the minifig regime is revealed in Pioneers, but that's about it.
Okay.
All you need to know is he committed a serious crime, and the minifigs wanted to use him as a subject for their tests.
Okay.
Now, inject as you wish, Michael.
Michael, what the hell?
Yeah.
His name is Mike. That's all you need to know.
How could he have referred to nobody calls?
Nobody calls me by that name. Everyone else calls me Michael.
Yeah, right.
Memories. What is the hell wrong with you?
What is the hell?
What is the hell wrong with you?
I think he's drunk.
Hanks Project. Jim Hanks.
I'm actually fairly attached to Antros as a character, so
Yes.
you watch your mouth.
I
Nah,
wasn't-
no, it's
I
all
was-
good. It's all good.
What the hell is wrong with you, Antrons? Wake up! Inject. No, 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 no!
Black Mesa again.
Yep.
Ow! 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 Alright, it's injected. Alright, everyone, stand back. The mutation is very rapid. He will grow.
How do you know, Mike?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this before?
Yeah.
Stand back, everyone. The change is occurring right now. Everyone, get away from the room. Get away from their lab. He's gonna grow to an immense size.
Good God, it worked.
Far greater than we imagined.
He just is kind of there now.
Test the
Yeah.
amnesia. What is your name, Bionicle? I don't remember. Who am I?
Remember? It was amnesia.
Yeah, no, I
Serum,
remember.
yeah.
Perfectly. Excellent. This will be your punishment. You will have to live as a grotesque Bionicle the rest of your life. Now, put him with the other Bionicles. And get him in a relocation area. He's going to be moved to the Batmobile. Excellent. We don't need criminals like him in our perfect minifig world. Indeed.
So this is kind of like a Nazi thing almost, where it's like the criminals get thrown over to the
I guess.
Put him away.
I guess.
get killed and experimented on, and
You can pause it real quick. The original way that I guess it's like a Nazi thing, but originally the way I explained it was the minifigs and the Bionicles were at such a rivalry with one another that the minifigs were trying to understand how Bionicles work, try to understand their physiology, their psychology, and things. Honestly, this is a giant fucking plot hole I never really got around to explaining. But the point is, they thought, oh, we've got this weird serum. We finally injected it. And it appears like if we inject this into a minifig, he will transform fully into a Bionicle. Now, as LEGO fans will know, Bionicles and minifigs are made from the same ABS plastic. So it's not totally unrealistic. Am I right?
yeah, no, but
That's the idea, is that they were trying to understand more about their rival
Okay.
race.
because from what this sounded like, just because I haven't seen
Sure,
everything,
sure, that's fine.
It just sounded like, hey, let's experiment on the vile parts
It
of
is
society.
It is
so-
true. It is true, and that's how it was treated. Like, this guy is a criminal. He has no rights.
Yeah.
Let's now experiment on him for the sake of our own society.
Right.
So I suppose that is kind of Naziistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the all you need to know is the minifigs at that point in their history were really fucking cruel.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Okay. And also, are we going to learn where Antros came from, or is
The
that-
name?
Yeah, because he did say that's the thing he remembers.
Good point. I have no fucking idea where that came from. Keep in mind, this figure here, in the Bionicle universe, his name is Antros.
Oh, okay.
So I just came up with that idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't think too hard about that.
I guess I shouldn't. I just
Yeah.
I was most of my silence was waiting for him to say something to Antros.
Nope.
yeah.
Not quite.
Jim. Jim Hanks. He's a criminal. He used to be a minifig. It was mutated. Oh my god. Good lord.
Good.
They don't believe in God either. I don't know why I use those phrases. I wanted to be more edgy. Like I said earlier, I thought the most adult thing I could possibly do was cuss
Right.
and swear
There's
as
something
much
you
as
can
possible.
do. No, you don't. You're staying right here. No, Gevla, I can't. There's something I must do. Where are you going? You're heading toward a minifig fortress. You moron.
Yeah,
he
so
he is kind of a moron at this point.
really, yeah,
Well,
I suppose so.
I mean, like, even if he's a criminal, he knew he was a criminal, right? So,
Well,
like,
he forgot that he was a criminal.
well, yeah, no, but when he realized,
Yeah.
he was like, I am a criminal.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need to fix myself by trying to make amends with something that I don't know.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. Okay, pause it here.